Forget everything you thought you knew about cricket's greatest wickets. What makes a delivery truly unforgettable? Is it raw pace, perfect swing, or the stakes of the moment? After analyzing thousands of dismissals, we've revealed the shocking truth. The greatest deliveries in cricket history combine elements you've never even considered: psychological warfare, technical perfection, and career-defining moments that changed cricket forever. Welcome to the 7th Deep Dive with Cricket Collective. Today, we're exploring cricket's purest form of artistry, the perfect delivery. These aren't just any wickets. They're the deliveries that made time stand still, that commentators still debate decades later, and that changed the trajectory of matches, series, and even careers in less than a single second. We begin with deliveries that represent technical perfection, where the mechanics, execution, and pure skill created moments of bowling artistry. Number 15. Ryan Harris to Alistair Cook, Perth, 2013. The delivery pitched outside leg stump before jagging back sharply to hit the top of off, the bowler's equivalent of the perfect chess move. What made this delivery extraordinary wasn't just its movement, but its precision. Former Australian fast bowler Glenn McGrath described it as the perfect delivery from a fast bowler. The dismissal helped secure Australia's series victory and showcased Harris's technical mastery despite physical limitations that required pain-killing injections before every match. Number 14. Dale Steyn to Michael Vaughan, Birmingham, 2008. The ball started on a perfect line outside off-stump before swinging away late. This wicket came during Steyn's peak years when his combination of pace and swing made him nearly unplayable. It exemplifies why his strike rate of 42.3 ranks among the best in history for fast bowlers with over 200 wickets. The technical perfection of this delivery against a batsman of Vaughan's caliber makes it one of cricket's most instructive moments for aspiring fast bowlers. Number 13. James Anderson to Sachin Tendulkar, Kolkata, 2010. Bowling with an older ball on the third day, Anderson produced a delivery that initially shaped in toward Tendulkar before subtly moving away, catching the edge through to the keeper. The subtle manipulation of the ball, the disguised release, and the perfect length combined to defeat even Tendulkar's legendary bat swing precision. This wicket represented the evolution of English bowling from conditions-dependent to technically versatile, helping England secure their first series win in India in 28 years. Number 12. Jasprit Bumrah to Shaun Marsh. Sometimes bowling genius lies not in pace or swing, but in deception and innovation. Bumrah's slower Yorker to dismiss Marsh just before lunch exemplifies this perfectly. This wicket exemplifies modern cricket's technical evolution, where bowlers must now master not just traditional skills, but innovative variations. Bumrah's unique action with its stiff-armed catapult release allowed him to disguise the slower ball perfectly, showcasing how technical excellence in the modern era sometimes means breaking conventional biomechanical rules rather than following them. Number 11. Stuart Broad to Chris Rogers. With overcast skies and a green pitch, Broad produced a perfectly pitched outswinger that caught Rogers' edge through to slip, triggering Australia's collapse to 60 all out. The technical elements, the high seam position, the full length inviting the drive, and the late movement away, combined perfectly with Broad's tactical approach. This wicket began one of Test cricket's most devastating spells, changing the series decisively and helping England reclaim the Ashes. Number 10. Anil Kumble's 10th wicket. What elevates this wicket beyond statistics is its historical and emotional context. As tensions simmered between the nations, Kumble, bowling with a broken jaw in earlier matches of his career, delivered India a crucial victory through sheer determination. The final wicket came after teammates deliberately avoided taking catches, preserving Kumble's shot at history. Number 9. Lasith Malinga's 4th consecutive wicket, Guyana, 2007. Malinga nearly orchestrated one of cricket's greatest comebacks in this World Cup match. The technical marvel lies in Malinga's consistency under extreme pressure. With his unique round-arm action and perfect Yorker execution, he delivered 4 virtually identical deliveries, each finding the base of the stumps with pinpoint accuracy. This sequence transformed Malinga from a promising talent to a global phenomenon, inspiring a generation of bowlers to master the Yorker and experiment with unorthodox actions. Number 8. Ajaz Patel's 10th wicket. When Siraj skied a catch to complete Patel's 10 for 119, Cricket witnessed only the third perfect 10 in Test history. What elevates this wicket is its unlikely nature. A Mumbai-born spinner returning to his birthplace and achieving cricket immortality, despite having only 29 wickets from his previous 10 tests. Cricket writer Siddharth Monga described it as a story of perseverance across continents, highlighting how a single delivery can sometimes represent a life's extraordinary journey. Number 7. Irfan Pathan's hat-trick first ball. When Pathan dismissed Yusuf, completing his hat-trick in the very first over of the Test match, he created a record unlikely to ever be broken. The hat-trick represented the pinnacle of Pathan's brief period as cricket's most exciting young talent, when his combination of swing and batting drew comparisons to the great Wasim Akram. This wicket sequence remains unique in cricket history, the only first-over hat-trick in 145 years of Test cricket, demonstrating how a single spell can sometimes create a statistical landmark, likely to stand for generations. Number 6. Wasim Akram's hat-trick versus Sri Lanka. When Akram clean-bowled Mutia Muralitharan to complete his second consecutive Test hat-trick against Sri Lanka, he authored an achievement unequaled in cricket history. What elevates these wickets historically is their statistical uniqueness. No other bowler has taken hat-tricks in consecutive tests. This sequence cemented Akram's status as perhaps the most skilled left-arm fast bowler in cricket history. Number 5. Mitchell Johnson to Alistair Cook, Brisbane 2013. Johnson's opening Ashes salvo to dismiss England's captain did exactly that, a searing bouncer that Cook could only glove through to the keeper. What made this delivery extraordinary wasn't just its pace, consistently above 150 kilometers per hour, but the psychological impact. Coming after England had dominated the previous Ashes series, this dismissal signaled Johnson's transformation from inconsistent talent to terrifying force. Now that you've reached this far, hope you're enjoying these deep dives. Subscribe to Cricket Collective for more such fun cricket content. Now let's get back to the next one. Number 4. Shoaib Akhtar to Sachin Tendulkar. No dismissal in cricket history has silenced a stadium more completely than Akhtar's Yorker to bowl Tendulkar for a golden duck at Eden Gardens. With nearly 100,000 fans expecting a Tendulkar masterclass in his 10th anniversary test, this delivery announced Akhtar as the world's premier fast bowler and showcased cricket's unique capacity for individual duels within team contests, a split second that fans still discuss a quarter-century later. Number 3. Mitchell Starc to James Vince. The delivery pitched outside off stump on a seemingly harmless line before jagging back dramatically to clip the bail with Vince stunned at the crease. Former Australian captain Ricky Ponting described it as a delivery that would have gotten any batsman in world cricket out, highlighting how some wickets transcend questions of batting technique to become pure bowling magic. This wicket reinforced Starc's reputation as the modern era's premier exponent of extreme pace combined with movement. Number 2. Shane Warne to Andrew Strauss, Edgbaston 2005. A delivery that pitched outside leg stump before turning sharply to hit off stump, leaving Strauss bewildered. This wicket demonstrated how the greatest bowlers can produce career-defining deliveries even in their twilight years, cementing Warne's legacy as cricket's premier psychological warrior. Number 1. Pat Cummins to Joe Root, Manchester 2019. Cummins produced a delivery that effectively sealed the urn for Australia. A perfect length ball that straightened just enough to catch Root's edge. What elevates this wicket to the top position is its complete narrative package. The Ashes at stake, the duel between opposing captains, the precision execution after a long spell, and the immediate recognition that Australia had retained cricket's most famous trophy. As Root trudged off, both teams understood the series had effectively been decided by a single perfect delivery. This wicket represented cricket at its most compelling, when extreme skill meets maximum pressure to create a moment of sporting perfection. Looking across these 15 extraordinary wickets, we can identify patterns that separate truly great dismissals from merely good ones. Technical perfection forms the foundation of greatness. Each delivery represents its bowling style at its purest. The seam position, release point, approach speed, and follow-through align perfectly to create deliveries that bowling coaches still use as instructional models. These moments show how even the world's best batsmen can be rendered temporarily helpless by bowling brilliance. For aspiring bowlers, these wickets offer invaluable lessons. They demonstrate the importance of mastering the basics before adding variations, They show how specific plans for individual batsmen can produce extraordinary results. And they highlight cricket's most fundamental truth, that the perfect delivery results from thousands of hours of unseen preparation, crystallizing in a single perfect moment. These 15 wickets also track the evolution of bowling excellence over the past 25 years. These wickets demonstrated how the sport's fundamental skills, when executed flawlessly, remained effective even as batting techniques evolved.